This is Anna with Soul Embrace Tarot. And gosh, it's a new day. So, for those of you that know, you know about the group 7. If you don't know, I know this is counterintuitive because I'm going to say don't research it. Just let it find you. If it finds you, then you understand. Sorry, I don't mean to be cryptic. I just want to get this out because I feel a renewed sense of focus and renewed energy, and I want to take advantage of that. I decided to do this here on YouTube because my readings tend to be longer format, and I feared that this might be long format, a long reading. So I don't know. I have several questions that I'd like to ask Spirit about, and so I might be doing those like one question at a time. I might be doing those on TikTok, which is where this originated, the group 7. I was just scrolling through TikTok and I came upon a video of a young lady whose name, of course, now I'm forgetting. She's a singer. Anyway, she said, those of you that are watching this clip or this video are part of group 7. And it's some experiment that she was doing. She was doing something to generate views for her channel. I don't know, for her TikTok. And it worked. I mean, I think it's worked for her. But it's created, I immediately, this is going to sound weird, but just bear with me. I immediately felt a shift inside of me. I've been going through a dark night of the soul, and I've had several of those throughout my life. And I immediately felt a shift. And that's some kind of activation of some kind. And so even if it's a fad or a trend, it's created, it's shifted something in a collective of people. I get stuck. In a collective. Those of you that are Luke and Nicola fans that became members of my channel understand what I'm talking about. It's a similar kind of situation here with the group 7. So I decided to do a reading. I wanted this first reading to be about why have all of these souls been collected or called together at this time. Okay, Spirit, I decided I wanted to use my deck and a couple of other decks just to clarify, but I felt drawn to using my deck, and I will have guidance, as I always like to do at the end, for the group 7. Okay? All right. And I don't mean to exclude anyone else. I don't mean to alienate anyone else. If you're drawn to this video, to this reading, there's probably a message in here for you. But this is intended for the group 7 members, of which I am a part of. And like I said, it could be a passing phase, but it served as an activation for me in particular. And so I take that very, graciously and accept that with gratitude. So, yeah, let's go for it. I'll shut up now. Okay, Spirit, why have these souls been called together at this time? Maybe can I have 3? Ooh. Give me one more. Sure. Ooh, immediately connected with the masculine energy, the divine masculine. The divine masculine is present in the essence of the group, and that's something that has to be explained at another time. Divine masculine, for me, the masculine energy in particular, I'm very drawn, I work and I'm very drawn to masculine energy. And it's needed healing, and it's needed, I feel like this contributes to the healing of the masculine, so that it shifts into, it's the beginning of a journey to the healing of the masculine energy, divine masculine, so that it can protect and be patient and use its abilities to establish foundation. There's a foundation being established here with this group, or what it represents, or what it eventually will represent. I sense a breaking off of several groups within the umbrella of the group 7. I feel different little communities being created and establishing foundation, establishing a sense of security within all of those individual groups, so that, they focus on different things, but it's all about establishing compassion and bringing to light compassion and justice and equilibrium to the masculine energy. I know that a lot of people won't understand what I'm talking about. Just go with it, like settle into it a little bit, because masculine energy has been distorted. And I'm not talking about men, okay? If you want to interpret it that way, that you can. That's your own personal interpretation. I'm speaking of the general, bigger energy. Masculine energy, it's an action energy. It's a protective energy. It makes wise decisions for, in consideration of all. This is a bigger message than maybe I can handle. I'm gonna try my best, but I feel like it's bigger than my words or my abilities can manage. I'm gonna be able to interpret it just in my own way. Everyone else can interpret it in their own way. This is bringing out also the ability because to heal the masculine, it can then work best with the feminine, which is the way it's supposed to be. Our inner masculine and feminine are at a crossroads. They're not balanced. And so this is an opportunity to begin to establish a foundation for the masculine to feel more empowered. I know that sounds weird for some of you, thinking, oh my God, they have all the power. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about, I noticed that there's a few people that are trying to say, oh, this political group is number 7. It's not about politics. Don't bring that. Those are 3D world kind of issues. Go beyond that. And that may require you to do some research and to explore. I feel that this is the beginning of an opportunity to go on your own individual quest to find within yourself, is my inner masculine distorted? What can I do? Is that why I can't move forward and take action in my life? And is that why I have instability, or why I feel unstable? Why I feel like maybe there's a bit of victim mentality. I feel like things don't go well for me because it's that inner distorted masculine energy. So I don't know. I'm getting a sense of that. That's part of it here. It's about people coming together to show their compassion to each other. That's why I feel there's other sources always that come in to shift, right? There's this, some people say there is no negative energy. Energy is just energy, and I agree. But I do believe, maybe it's not called energy, I call it energy. Maybe there's a better word for it. But there are negative, as opposed to positive, because positive leads to evolution, to activation, to awakening, to identifying what is your purpose in life. What I call negative is what stalls you, what doesn't allow you to move forward, what keeps you stuck, what keeps you depressed and sad and isolated. You know what I mean? So I call that negative, and I call that negative energy. And there is a sense of negative that always wants to come in when there's something positive happening. This group 7 thing is a positive thing. It can be silly, it can be, but when you see people or certain sources referring to politics, referring to a cause, referring to, it's bigger, it's beyond that. Those are sources that are trying to limit. Now they're limiting what the group is about. And if you don't agree with that, you don't belong. So then you feel disjointed and separated from what the main purpose is of the group. I know I sound crazy. I just heard myself from an outside perspective. I mean, if you understand, you understand. Oh, goodness. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Sorry. Oh, wait. Now we got Cuckoo Bird here, because he got all crazy with all these cards, trying to throw my balance off. Yeah, it's about networking. I see, like I said, I see people connecting and networking and aligning and finding soul tribe magnetized, right, towards you, your soul tribe being drawn to you. In the pre-shuffle, I saw the light worker card. The foundation card was also part of the pre-shuffle, and it came through. So light workers being drawn together. Again, don't allow yourself to be fooled into, oh yeah, I'm this political thing, and so that's why group 7 is great. You're being limited with your thought process there. And maybe that's what it's meant for you. I feel it's something bigger than that and beyond this 3D world stuff that's causing the instability in the first place. Okay? Okay. Ooh, yeah. Opportunity to really begin to address. I mean, those opportunities always present themselves, but I'm speaking in particular of the people that are being drawn that are confused as to why they've been chosen for this particular group. There is, this is an opportunity to deal with why you feel lost. You've felt lost and like you don't quite have the right path. This is going to begin to define the path for you. Some opportunity here for people to deal with codependency. What is it that you're codependent on? It could be, oh, I'm this political party. That could be your codependency, because you rely on that to connect and stay grounded, not in the healthy spiritual way, but grounded in the earthly plane. Yes, we are human beings and we live in this earthly plane, but we are spiritual beings in the physical body, and we're meant to be learning and growing and finding what our purpose is. Maybe your purpose is to be in a political situation where you can make a difference for the community that you serve. It's possible, but in a positive way, not where it becomes greed or where it becomes about power. You see what I mean? There's a difference. Yes, it's possible that it could be that your purpose is to be political, whatever that means. But only if you really are meant to serve a community and to guide them and lead them and do what's best for them. You understand? I feel like people are going to be finding their group within the, again, umbrella of the group 7. It's about networking. It's about finding like-mindedness, bringing compassion to a situation, which every situation needs compassion. Building stability and security, which many have lost or never had to begin with. Dealing with need to control. That's that father figure there that is distorted. Masculine energy is controlling. It takes care of things because no one else can do it right. That's distorted masculine energy. The balanced, healed masculine energy is about doing things because it's, well, I already said it. It's finding your inner strength. There's going to be a lot of planning and strategic maneuvers here. Moving forward, like this, it seems like it's going to be a fad or a phase or just a quick thing. Oh, it's just a TikTok trend, And it's possible for many people it will be. But for others that begin to connect with people that are like-minded and you start to learn and you want to research, you're beginning a journey. This is a spiritual quest, actually. I know I may be disjointed, so please forgive me. Try and focus. If I can't, you can, maybe. There's going to be a lot of strategy and planning and decisions being made in a group form with people that are like-minded. You're being drawn to each other for a purpose. Some of you will begin, you're connecting again with your soul tribe. And you are some of you may begin businesses together. This is longer term. However, that's the purpose here. This was a mini activation, which isn't so mini, I believe. This is another one of those things that happen. And you either get caught in it or you don't. If you're feeling drawn to it, you're feeling drawn to certain people, following this person, that person, listening to that, and then that takes you to another path, and you start to research, and you become more interested, and then you decide to take a course, you decide to read a book, listen to a podcast, and it's active. It's awakening you to what your purpose is here on Earth in this lifetime. Because that is what we are all, we all need to connect to what our true purpose is. And once you know what your purpose is, I believe it's your obligation, or else you're going to be lost. If you know what your purpose is and you don't pursue it, right? You're going to feel lost, because it's like, I don't know. I don't have analogies right now. I can't come up with any examples. I hope you understood that. This is part of a transformation for most people, I would say, that have been drawn to this concept. Again, it's a trendy thing, right? But I believe it can be a great movement of people uniting with a cause for betterment of this area or that area, whatever your expertise is, right? Joining in, excuse me, with like-minded people that kind of just reignite that passion within you. Maybe it's something you've lost because you've been stuck in I feel like many people here have been stuck in not knowing how to move forward because they've felt isolated. I'm alone. How can I alone? You know, those are things that started a few years ago. It's time to regroup yourself and time to begin your journey again, or start it to begin with if you never did. I feel like it is a very powerful thing. This is not just a trend. Things sometimes start that way. Oh, it's a silly, like the people I was talking about, Luke and Nicola from Bridgerton, that became a movement, and it still is to this day. For many people, for some, no, they were able to let it go. For others, it means something different. It joined people together with one cause, and this is a similar kind of thing. I feel like it's very powerful. It's an energy shift, and it's about triumphing, being able to triumph over the negative, over evil, over whatever, however big or small you want to define it. Creativity is also a big part of this. A lot of creative energy. I need water. Like some people are here to teach, some are here to heal, some are here just to learn, and others are here to use anchor their light through creativity. Creativity is very strong here. You know, the energy of the group is about divine alignment. And by the way, there's no coincidences. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that things come on your path. Oh, you heard a song, or someone said a name, and that it takes you on a path, on a journey in your mind, in your spirit. And there's no coincidence. Everything is all connected. And I believe that this is one of those situations where it's providing the foundation for spreading love, spreading light, spreading your purpose and how it affects the community that you serve. Oof. A lot of planning, a lot of strategizing, healing of the masculine energy, making decisions, going on that quest, that transformative quest and journey, right? With your warmth and your compassion. Many of you wanting freedom, and this is the beginning of creating that for you, because you begin to connect with concepts and things that maybe you've never heard of. You start to learn. You knew about them, but they had become dormant in your life, and now it's reawakening in your life. Oh yeah, this is about establishing your power and your strength and your determination to follow through on something, whatever that thing is. It feels really intense, right? Like I had trouble sleeping last night because I kept thinking about this, and I kept feeling, I felt a absolute definite shift within myself, enough to prompt me to do a reading. I haven't been prompted to do a reading. I've forced myself to do the weekly readings on my channel, but I've been going through it. And I feel different today. And that's, this is funny. I'm going to share this with you. I've been seeing 1021 for years. And yesterday was the day, 1021, that this that video popped up about group 7. At least that's when I saw it. I don't know when it popped up. For me, it popped up yesterday. It's her saying, you're in group 7. And I'll put her name in because I don't remember right now. When I'm reading, I don't remember things like that sometimes. But, yeah. Anything else here, Spirit? It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's a beautiful thing. Anything else before I go? I'm going into guidance for them, just so you kind of leave with something here. Yeah, you know, this is also done something. There's a group of people, I believe, that, again, that word dormant keeps... This has happened before. It's happened many times, and it will happen many times again, because people awaken or become activated at different times. You know, it cannot happen all at once, because that's too much to handle. So Spirit chooses, the universe, God, however you want to call it, chooses to activate smaller groups of people at a time. Okay. Some of you have been really dormant, and even with your own... I'm hearing a beeping sound in my right ear. Yeah, we're on to something here. It's like beep, like that. Or my blood pressure is high. One of the two. I took my medicine though. This is also going to allow many people who have been dormant in terms of... This is about the feminine now. This is the feminine energy. Some of the feminine energies have been defeminized in a way, made to feel inadequate, made to feel less than, made to feel unworthy, undesirable, and that's going to be awakened for a group of this group. a part of this group, that's part of it. So that's beautiful, and that really helps. I like seeing that on the table, even though it seems disconnected. That balance of the masculine and feminine within is extremely important, because the feminine feeling that feminine beautiful energy, and the masculine energy, it needs to be balanced. They need to be able to work together. That's what creates harmony within your life and within our world. When the masculine and feminine energy can dance together and work together in harmony. One distorts the other, because then the other overcompensates because of the distortion of the other. Yeah, okay. Let's do guidance. I'm gonna be answering several questions about group 7. If you are interested in me doing them here, I would be glad to. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing these on TikTok, because that is where group 7 originated. At least that's where it originated for me. Spirit guidance, first guidance for this group, tapping into this really beautiful time and energy here, being awakened, being activated. What's their first guidance? No, come on. If you're unfamiliar with me and my readings, I tend to be a little harsh with the cards, so I always sometimes get a mess. Thank you. Appreciate it. Whew. Oh, yes. Goodness gracious. Within lost knowledge, find the keys to new wisdom. Learn from the past. That's important. But also because it's lost knowledge. It's knowledge that you already possess, but it's been lost along the way. You may have started already part of this journey, and during the pandemic, for example, the pandemic was a huge... I've been wanting to do a reading about the pandemic and what was the purpose of that. Someone remind me so I can do it, because I won't remember. Because I feel that was a major, obviously we all know it was a major pause. It was a pause in our journey. So you may have been drawn to these concepts before, and something along the way just stopped that for you. Find the keys, and it becomes new wisdom, because it grows. It expands beyond what you knew before. It expands because now we have access to more information. I mean, it could be never ending, this research and your ability to connect with people who know information, and it can go, it can get overwhelming. Don't overwhelm yourself. Go at a pace that you can handle within the life that you're living, but it's certainly the beginning. Find the keys to the new wisdom. I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, last guidance here for group 7. Strategy and planning. That's the second time this shows up here. This is also about strategy and planning and knowing when to make the right move. The chess card, right? I don't know how to play chess. I've always wanted to learn, and my brain can't handle it. But it's about pausing, thinking. Don't be rash or impulsive with your decisions. Be mindful and confident in the moves that you are making, right? And know the consequences. It's almost like you'll be able to predict the consequences of your actions, okay? Strategy and planning. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. Group 7, I'm really happy that I'm a part of your group, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm glad to be with you on this journey. Absolutely, absolutely glad to be with you on this journey. Okay. Let me know if you want me to continue the series here. I'm probably going to try to edit some of this for TikTok, because I promised them the reading there too. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My soul embraces yours. Till next time, Group 7. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.